Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good days. So for the topic today, we will learn about how we can integrate line integral in the vector field. Okay, previously we solved for the certain term in the scala function, but this one in the vector field. For the vector field, so the symbol for vector field, we use the capital F. Okay, capital F represent for the vector field. So they have the M and P. So this one we indicate as the M component, N component, P component lah. Because for the vector field we already mentioned for the I is component for the X, Y, Z. So this one we use the others abbreviation lah, ataupun others notation for the vector field. Okay, for the vector function. Okay, in the term M and P. So component M, component N and component P for the vector field, and this one for the vector function. So we use component X, Y, Z. This one kita dah we have learned for the previous class. So then for the line integral of the vector field, so this is the line integral for the vector field. Sebelum ni kita ada F X, Y, Z. Okay, ds line integral for respect to the arch length ataupun in the term of the f x y dy plus f x y dx. So dua term for this line integral for the scalar vector, scalar field. So we already learn. So for the vector field, the term like this. So this one represent for the line integral of the vector field. Let's say, so for the line integral of vector field, so vector field dot product dengan vector. Okay, so this vector we need to partial derivative. Okay, partial derivative. Okay, respect to the y, respect to the x, respect to the z, y, and respect to the z. So when we complete for the dot, m multiply this one, n multiply this one, p multiply this one, so we can form this line integral similar as the previous yang kita belajar. Dia dapat bentuk yang belajar sebelum ni. So kita kena create dulu lah, kena form this one, solve this one, and then kita dapat yang sebelum kita belajar this one. So how we can solve this one? We need to change in the single variable, either in the parametrics of the t term or x or y, depend on question. Kita change to the single variable. Okay, this one kita dah belajar how. Okay, ni sama sama macam previous method. So let's say we have the example. Okay, so evaluate for the line integral of the vector field. So dr vector field C. This one vector field lah. If the given f x y equal yi plus x square j, okay, form parabolic curve. Okay, given the vector rt equal 4 minus t I plus 4t minus t square. Okay, j. So the given the t start from 0 to 3. Okay, start from 0 to 3. So when you look here, so you automatically know this one adalah line integral for the vector field. Okay, line integral vector field, because dia dah given ni, dia bagi fx dengan rt. Kalau dia ada dua ni, this one, so you know lah, this one is the line integral for the vector field. Okay, so you kena create. So f dot dr ni equal dengan formula atas ni lah, you kena dot kan this one, selesaikan ni, dot kan. Okay, so fx, so fx y, so you kena change dalam bentuk ft, dalam simbol ft. Okay, because we want to create this one, all this one in the term of the single variable. So the y component, so you tahu I ni represent for the x component, j represent for the y component. So you change the vector field in the term of the t. So y equal 4t minus t square I. So this one S component kuasa 2, so you bring this one lah, 4 minus t square j. Okay, this is the first step, because you want to form the line vector, line integral of the vector field. And the second one, you need to find r prime t lah, because this one lah. Okay, here represent for r prime t. Okay, so this one represent ft. Okay, we need to change in the ft. So you can find the differentiate respect to the t. Okay, respect to the t. Okay, so you can get t prime respect negative 1, so negative I. Okay, plus, so y component, differentiate for the y component respect to the t. So you can get 4 tolak 2t. Okay, j. Okay, you dah settle lah, so barulah you boleh bentuk f dot dr equal integration ft, okay, dot r prime t. So the start from 0 to 3, so you substitute ft adalah 4t minus t square I plus 4 minus t square semua j, so dot. Okay, dot product dengan negative I plus 4 minus 2t j. Okay, so I multiply dengan I lah, this one multiply I negative so you can get ni, you multiply dengan ni, so no more I hilang terus this one you multiply dengan here. So saya dah simplify, so you can get negative. You can selesaikan dulu solve ni, expand dulu and simplify. Okay, and then you can get this answer lah. Integrate 0 to 3 negative 2t cube plus 21t square minus 60 minus 64. Okay, so you need for dt. Okay, sebab semua all dalam bentuk dt. Okay, so this one start from 0 to 3 and dt. Okay, so you kena solve this one lah. Dot product kan, so ijk dah tak ada, hilang bila dot product, no more ijk. So the final answer is the 69 over 2. So you selesaikan ni. Okay, selesaikan, solve this one. Okay, this one saya dah skip saya dah simplify lah supaya you nampak, and then the final answer is the important thing in this topic, you need to form this one. Okay, dapatkan ft and r prime t. Okay, so the second one is the the line product, the line integral for the vector field. So this one also known as the work done. Okay, work done. So this one saya dah explain tadi lah. So you can boleh bentukkan ft dalam rt, so dapat dt. Okay, so let's say we have this example. Okay, either one lah. Sometimes dia bagi soalan direct gini. Okay, dia terus kata okay, line integral this one. So you tahulah, either you want to change dalam bentuk xyz ataupun you nak change dalam bentuk t. Maknanya mudah lah. Kalau this one is the familiar to solve using the t terms. Okay, you parameterize the equation. Okay, so for this one, for the work done, sometimes the question just given the statement like this: find the work done. Okay, work done by the force field. So the given for vector field is the fx, y, z equal zi plus xj plus yk. So kata this force field in moving from 3 to 0 pi over 2 3 along the helix, x equal 3 cos t, y equal t, and z equal 3 sin t. Okay. So you need to read this question and then you understand that this one required to solve using the line integral. So kalau you look here, this one the work done. So work done is the line integral lah, f dot dr. So you need to solve using line integral. So the given f, settle, and then along the helix, okay, x equal cos, y equal t, z equal 3 sin t. So for the helix vector, so helix tahu macam ni dia bentuknya. Contoh you pointkan dia lah, form 3 0 0 0. So kat x y z, so sinilah 3 line 0 0, and then pada point 2 adalah 0 pi over 2 3, y dia pi over 2 3.41 bagi 2 1 point lebih lah. So kat sini contoh 3, ni 1 lebih kat sini. So helix dia akan berpusing kan. So macam ni lah contoh je. So kalau betul kan nanti dia berpusing naik ke atas tu, this one helix lah. So for the function helix, so RT equal, you know kan, so I plus J plus K. So this one you need to form the vector So I represent for the x component. So x component apa? 3 cos t. So J is the y component. Y component is the t. K is the z component. Z component 3 sin t. Settle. Macam tu je lah. Sebab you nak bentuk here So this one equal dengan C vector field dot R prime. Okay, R prime dt. So untuk solve this one for the vector field, you kena bentuk this integral form. Okay, this integral form dot R prime t. So you kena dapatkan dalam f dalam bentuk t and R prime t dt. So R prime t, you boleh dapatkan R prime t. You need to obtain for the R prime t. So you can get the cos negative sign lah, 3 sin t I. So t differentiate satu je lah, j. So 3 sin dapat cos, 3 cos t k. Okay, dah selesai R prime. R prime settle. So ft, so ni in term of the x, y, z. So for in term of the ft, so you just substitute lah, z 3 sin t I, x 3 cos t j, y plus yt lah, t k, and then baru you bentukkan here. So bentukkan here, dapatkan line integral c, okay, f 3 sin t I plus 3 cos t j plus t k. So you dot kan dengan R prime. R prime negative 3 sin t I plus j plus 3 cos t k. Okay, you dot kan. You dot kan. So this one dot kan, you akan dapat negatif 9 sin kuasa 2t plus 3 cos t plus 3t cos t. Okay, so this one adalah respect to the dt. So bila dot, ingat saya ulang baik kali bila you ada dot ni, IJK dah tak ada bila dot no more IJK, tak ada lagi IJK. Okay, for the IJK dah hilang bila you selesaikan dot, you just kalikan ni kali dengan ni, dapat negatif 9 kuasa 2. 3 cos you kalikan dengan 1, so dapatlah T, you kalikan dengan ni, dapatlah 3T cos. Semua IJK dah tak ada dah. IJK dah tak ada because you solve for the operator of the dot product. Okay, settle. And then T ni start dari sini kan, sini. And then end up to here. Okay, daripada 3 hingga kosong. Sini kosong. Okay, so T ni you nak start, T dia start daripada apa? Okay, you look here. So dia punya curve ni naik daripada sini kosong. So dia ada dalam first quadrant. So hanya dalam satu single quadrant. Okay, single quadrant dia angle adalah start daripada kosong hingga pi over 2. Ni ni sebenarnya 90 degree dia punya ni sampai 90 degree. You look here. Look here, 3 kosong sini. So dia dalam area here. Area here, only here. So dia start dari 0 to pi over 2. Tidak start dari 0 to pi over 2. So settlekan this integration and then you get the final answer. Solve kan. Your final answer is negative 3 pi over 4. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, so you do this question, okay, for the attendance. Okay, tapi you change. Okay, ni sama. Okay, this one for the quiz not quiz, for the attendance punya for the class today. So you selesaikan ni, find the work done by force. So the given ni, okay, in moving sama, yang sama, form 2 tu. Tapi this one tak ada. This one tak jadi, dia bukan helix tapi dia jadi along. Okay, diselesaikan ni untuk attendant along straight line. So maksudnya 0, 0, 0, 0 pi 3 ni dia jadi straight line. Okay, straight line. Okay, kalau straight line tu apa? Straight line tu apa? So this one sama macam you selesaikan untuk line segment. So dapatkan jawapan dia. So dapat jawapan final. So dapat final answer and then you can fill up in the attendance. So dapatkan final answer here and fill up in the let's say lah kalau final answer negatif 3 pi per 4, so you just isi ni je lah in dalam attendance. So selesaikan soalan ni, tapi yang ni you ganti dengan along straight line. Jadi dalam bentuk ni lah. So macam nak selesaikan using the line segment. Tahu kan using for the line segment. So you need to find the ni RT dulu. So dapatkan RT, so you tahu. So RT x component, y component, z component. So you need to find the x component, y component, z component. How to get this one? X, y, z for the line segment saya dah ajar. Dapatkan this one. So dia dapat RT, dapat R prime, and then this one you substitute yang kita dapat ni dalam here. Ni settle. Senang kan? Okay, try to solve for this one and then dapat final answer. Saya akan gunakan sebagai your attendance lah. Okay, kita selesai untuk line integral, either in the form of the vector field ataupun dalam bentuk work done here, same concept. Okay, and then we proceed for the vector field. This one we want to solve for the line integral if there is the conservative. So what is the conservative? F is the conservative if the f equal to potential function. Okay, when the f equal to the potential function, okay, f equal to potential function, so this one we call as the as a conservative. So potential function apa? Potential function yang ni lah, f x, y, z lah. This one dalam 2 terms. Kalau dalam 3 terms, 2 term equal this one. Kalau this one equal dengan here, so this one we call as the conservative. So the vector field conservative if the curl f sama dengan 0. So curl f sama dengan 0 ni, this one if you have the three dimension lah, 3. Your vector field in term of form in the f, x, y. Okay, dalam bentuk ni f, x, z. Okay, kalau dalam 3 term, that mean you can solve for the curl f. So you dapat jawapan dia equal to 0. So you verified lah that the vector field is that the vector field is the conservative. Okay. For the if the vector field two independent, so if the two vector field have the two independent variable f, x, y, let's say sini ada dua je, so you boleh buktikan this one as the conservative if you partialkan here mana ni mn mn. Okay, you partialkan m respect to the y, partial respect y, so dapat jawapan dia apa? Contoh A, so partialkan n respect to the x, dapat jawapan B. So the jawapan dia sama, A dengan B adalah A dengan B sama, so this one we call as the conservative. Okay, mm ni tahu ni kat ni lah, bila you have the vector field f, x, y, z, so equal mi plus nj. Okay, so m, this one you bawa ni, you partial respect to the y, dapat apa jawapan dia, and n ni respect to the x, you dapat jawapan apa. So you tengok kalau jawapan dia sama, so this one we call as the conservative. So so the line for the line integral for the conservative vector field, there is defined, that's the path. Okay, that the path independent of the path, that mean no matter what's the curve. Okay, apa saja curve yang kita dapat, let's say apa saja curve yang kita dapat, so as long as the end point stay the same point. Okay, point dia samalah, pada mula dan akhir tu adalah pada sama. Okay, so this one we call as the conservative vector field. Okay, so for the vector field we can solve, okay, function 2 or 3 variable. So we need find here lah function ni, dapatkan jawapan ni, function ni we need to get this function vector if continue of the C. So we can solve for the line integral for the conservative, kita dapatkan the potential function at the point at the end tolak dengan at the initial point. Okay, okay, sorry ni salah saya masukkan ni. This one apa saja curve ataupun line conservative, apa saja curve atau line, whatever the curve of the line ke curve ke, so the end point dia tu sama, end point dia sama. So this one we call as the conservative vector field. So how we can prove for for the two independent variable, let's say f, x, y equal mi plus nj. So kita boleh buktikan this one adalah conservative vector field when you partial partial n, okay, partial m respect to the y equal dengan partial n respect to the x. So the vice versa lah. So you tahu this one for the component x kan, so for the component x you need to partial respect to the y. This one for the component y, so you need to respect to the x. Kalau jawapan dia sama, so this one we prove that the vector field is the conservative. If the vector field in the 3 variable mi plus nj pk, so you kena buktikan curl f equal 0. So macam mana? Equal ni lah, ni dah belajar kan, I, J, K, partial x, partial y, partial z. So this m, n, p. Okay, you selesaikan ni and then you get the 0. So this one we call as the conservative vector field. Okay, ni soalan ni, kalau soalan ni keluar final, So dia akan cakap lah, determine the potential function. So this one we call as the potential function. Okay, potential function. This one as the potential function. So we can solve the line integral by determine the potential function. Okay. Okay, let's say we have the example. This one example. Okay, show that the vector field F is conservative and evaluate F dot dr by determine the potential function. So this one soalan, kalau soalan kata konservatif, barulah you guna kaedah ni. Kalau soalan tak ada cakap pasal konservatif, so you boleh selesaikan line integral as the previous. Okay, as the previous. So kalau kata show atau solve dulu, proofkan vector field is the conservative, so soalan tu hendak selesaikan menggunakan vector konservatif punya approach lah, that you need to find the potential function. Okay, so the given vector field F equal fxy equal to y plus 1 I, okay, plus 2x plus 3 j from 0 to 0 to 1 to 1. Okay, so this one jangan lagi fikir line segment ke apa, sebab kita nak selesaikan for the conservative. This one applicable for the conservative vector field. Okay, conservative vector field. So you tengok conservative. So bila ada soalan berkenaan konservatif, so untuk buktikan, to prove, because this one adalah mn aja. Okay, mn. So soalan ada konservatif, so you partial m with respect to the y, so they equal to, and then partial n with respect to the x, so they equal to. So sama, so the proof lah, this one adalah conservative vector field. So bila conservative vector field, so you need to determine the potential function. So how we can determine potential function? So this is the step, yeah. So we know kalau dia conservative, that means vector field equal dengan potential function. Okay, equal to dengan potential function. So the first step, kita bagi dua lah supaya kita boleh buat dalam satu page ya. So biru lah. Okay, so the first step, you need to this one x component this one adalah x component, so you kena differentiate ni backwards hingga kita dapatkan you need to differentiate partial f partial x, okay, dx. So this one you integrate partial x, okay, respect to the x. So this one we present for df dx. So kalau dalam vector field line integral, this one adalah df dx, okay. So df dx, so you present ni, you integrate here, so you akan dapat fxy lah, fxy, you akan dapat fxy. So you integrate ni terhadap x, so you akan dapat 2xy plus, so ya, ini saya takut awak lost saja, dan doa-doa lah yang ni tak keluar soalan final. Okay, so partial fx represent for the m, so you 2y plus 1 dx, so you akan dapat jawapan bersamaan dengan 2xy plus x, 2xy plus x, and then kalau integrate kita ada plus c, okay, plus c constant. So c ni represent for the g function for the y, because the content of the y, so kita letaklah gy, okay, function of the gy, okay. So kita derivative nombor 2, derivative with respect to the y, okay. So ni answer ni, kita jawapan ni kita derivative respect to the y, fungsi f, fungsi y, so kita akan dapat 2x, okay, 2x, so sini tak ada y, kosong, so this one ada y, so ada y respect the y, so dia ada g prime lah, plus g prime y, okay, g prime y. Lepas tu barulah kita compare, so kita tahu this one represent for partial x, partial f, partial x, partial f, partial x. This one represent for the partial f respect to the y. So kita dah make jawapan ni 2x plus 3, so kita equalkan dengan here 2x plus g prime y, so kita akan dapat g prime y equal, ni tolak, so dapat equal dengan 3. So nak dapatkan gy, sebab kita nak masukkan sini gy ni, so kita kena integrate g prime y, barulah kita akan dapat gy, okay. So kita kena integrate here, integrate g prime y, so sama dengan integrate 3, okay, integrate 3, so you akan dapat respect to the y, dy, so you akan dapat 3y plus c. Yang c ni lah baru kita kekalkan c, this is the real c. Yang first ni dia bukan c, dia adalah represent for the others function, okay. So dari satu at this step, lepas first you integrate for the this one, integrate for the dx ni, okay. So you check balik, okay, you check balik sini, in this step, in this step you check balik, okay, you check balik, cuba you differentiate this one, okay, differentiate this one, okay, respect to the y. So you dapat apa? Dapat y, dapat 2x plus, dapat 2x dia, and then you compare dengan atas ni, so compare dengan n ni, sama tak? Kalau tak sama, so that mean gy ni ada certain function, okay, certain function, so you kena proceed lah, kena proceed ke step kedua, tiga. If you differentiate here, okay, you differentiate here sama dengan, you differentiate here respect to the y, and then you get the answer 2x plus 3, okay, so sama kan, bila you differentiate terhadap y dapat jawapan sama, so you tahulah gy ni adalah c, dia tak ada lagi others function, so you boleh stop sampai this step saja, okay. Ni saya tertinggal, you check dulu, kalau dia sama, so you boleh stop sini aja. So you tahulah for the function f here, sama dengan 2x plus x plus c. C ni dah constant dah, dia bukan ada others function. Kalau this one, bila you differentiate respect to the y, you dapat 2x, okay, 2x tak sama, so gy ni they have the others function, okay, you compare tu, okay. So you akan dapat 3y plus c, okay. Ataupun cara paling senang, you dah dapat this one, you compare dengan atas ni, you compare atas ni, tapi tu kuat difficult lah, sebab you nak compare ni takut confuse, so better you proceed hingga ke bawah ni lah, macam ni, okay. You proceed terus, you ambil this answer and then partial respect to the y, so this one akan jadi y lah, and then you integrate, so you dapat 3y plus c, okay. And then barulah you masukkan ni one, This one bersamaan dengan gy. Gy ni barulah you bring here. So you dah tahu fxy equal to xy plus x plus 3y plus c. So this one we call as the potential function. Okay, potential function. Okay, because for the conservative, this one equal dengan potential function. Okay, here sama dengan here. This one represent for the conservative vector field. So bila you dah dapat sini, okay lah, selesai lah. You gunakan this point. So you masukkan dot dr. Okay, sama dengan ni tadi ni f dot dr sama dengan here. Okay, you use this formula, so you dapat dot df sama dengan this. You use this formula 2x f at the point 0 at point 1 1 1 minus potential function 0 0. So substitute lah dengan 1. So you akan dapat ni, you substitute dengan 1, so dapat 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus c. Okay, sama dengan 3 4 5 6 plus c. Okay, tolak dengan 0 0 0 0 0. So you tolak dengan ni dah c. Cancel. So your answer is the c. This is the way lah how you can solve for the conservative. Boleh tak? Okay, harap tak terkeliru lah. Okay, so this one because prime, so kita akan dapatkan c here. Ini adalah kita represent this one, dapatkan potential. Okay, so this way if the two independent. Okay, let's say we have the 3. Okay, ada 3 ada 3. Okay, ada 3. Okay, soalan sama tadi. Proof. Okay, show. So f is the conservative and find the work done. Okay, find the work done. Okay, let's say this one lah. So this one find the work done by determine the potential function. Okay, by determine the potential function. So the given the f x y z equal cos y I plus z kuasa 2 tolak x sin y j, okay, plus 2y z k. Okay, so from daripada point 1 0 0 to 2 pi 1. Okay, so you tahu okay, this one adalah partial f partial x partial f partial y partial f partial z. So because f equal dengan, okay, so untuk dapatkan, untuk buktikan this one adalah konservatif, so dia ada 3, so you kena buktikan prove that the curl so ya, di dalam PowerPoint ni tak cantik tadi tulisannya. Okay, so curl F you buktikan dulu. Untuk ni buktikan dulu. So curl F sama dengan I J K partial x, okay, partial y partial z. Okay, so this one adalah cos y, sini z kuasa 2 tolak x sin y. Okay, this one 2 y z. So you solve kan lah, tutup I ni kali ni partialkan ni terhadap y, and this one partial terhadap z. This one partial terhadap y, contoh this one partial terhadap y, so you dapat 2z. So tolak this one partial terhadap z, so dapat 2z I. So tolak, tutup j, this one partial terhadap x, kosong. This one partial terhadap z, kosong. J, tolak tambahan, tambah, tutup k, this one terhadap x, sin y. This one terhadap y, negatif sin y. Okay. So tolak k, so dapat kosong. So kosong, so you dah proof lah. This one adalah kosong. So this vector field is the conservative. Okay, so dah settle, dah proof kan conservative. So you need to find the potential function, because this one adalah konservatif, dan soalan pun kata konservatif, nak buktikan konservatif. So you kena selesaikan menggunakan determine the potential function. If the question never mention about the conservation, janganlah you gunakan kaedah ini. Okay, jangan nak susahkan diri. Okay, baca soalan betul-betul, read the question properly and understand what is the aim of the question. Okay, so we solve this one for the conservative. So the first step, f, x, y, z. Okay, nak dapatkan function dia. So sama dengan you integrate this one lah, integrate ni function f versus x. Okay, you integrate cos y, sama macam tadi untuk 2 tu, sama je cos y terhadap dx. Okay, sama macam yang 2 independent. So this one 3, sama je kaedah dia, hanya kat ujung dia punya berbeza. So bila you integrate cos y, so you akan dapat terhadap x so terhadap x you tambah je lah x cos y plus dengan function. Okay, function c tu akan jadi function. Okay, g function yang tadi 2, so the function y je lah. This one ada 3, so the function respect to the y and z. Beza dia kat situ lah, tadi function of the y je, c dia akan jadi function of the y. So you check here balik, check here, you differentiate here terhadap y, dapat tak sin? You differentiate here terhadap z, dapat tak 2yz? Tak dapat kan? So tak dapat, you kena proceed lah. Kalau dapat, so you just plus. Kalau ini sama macam you dapat jumpa jawapan ni, so you just plus c sahaja, dah settle. Tapi this one tak sama, so you kena proceed for the next step. So you can differentiate respect to y. Okay, differentiate respect to y, respect to y. So here you kena differentiate respect to y. Okay, sebab kita nak dapatkan ni g prime ni, dapat g prime, kita integrate dan kita barulah dapat gy prime. Okay, so you integrate respect to the y, so you akan dapat negatif x cos, negatif lah sin kan, sin y, so plus, so this one tak boleh jadi g prime tak boleh jadi g prime yz. Okay, tak boleh jadi ni sebab dia ada z, yang tadi gy boleh lah. So this one tak boleh, so this one akan jadi partial. Kita kena partial terhadap y, so kena partial this function, okay, terhadap dy. Okay, and then lepas kita dapat ni, kita compare lah, compare dengan here, so you compare dengan ni, z kuasa 2, step still sama, x hanya dia ada tambah yz, sin y. Okay, equal negatif x sin y plus partial f respect to the y. Okay, partial f respect to the y. Tukar colour lah, merah juga ni, tak best. Okay, respect to the y, so ni boleh cancel, so you dapat lah partial f partial y equal z kuasa 2, and then you integrate partial f partial y, so you akan dapat integrate z kuasa 2 terhadap y dy, so you can dapat y z kuasa 2 plus yang ni barulah you dapat function respect to the z, sebab dah settle y kan, dia tinggal z sahaja. Okay, so and then you masukkan dalam yang you dapat atas ni. Okay, so you dapat f x y z equal x cos y plus yz kuasa 2 plus h z. Okay, so and then this function you respect to the z. Okay, dapat ni yang nombor here, you this function, okay, you partial respect to the z. Ni tak ada z, kosong lah. Sini ada z, dia akan dapat 2yz, okay, plus ni hz ni sebab tinggal satu je, baru you can use the h prime z, and then you compare dengan atas. So 2yz, okay, equal to yz equal h prime z. Okay, h prime z equal to 0. So integrate 0 dapat apa? Tak ada z. Integrate 0 dapat apa? Dapat c. So hz ni adalah c. So the final answer, kita dapat hz equal c. So your final answer adalah f x y z equal x cos y plus yz kuasa 2 plus c. Dah selesai. So bila dapat dah potential function ni, and then you substitute lah dengan value 2 pi 1 tolak dengan 100. So you get this answer. Substitute value x, y, z. Substitute dalam ni, dapat jawapan berapa? Nanti dia ada plus c lah. Plus c nanti tolak, dapat jawapan apa? Dia ada c sini. So tolak, c ni akan automatic akan cancel. So you akan dapatlah jawapan for the work done. So saya dapat jawapan 2 pi plus 1. Settlekan here. That's the way lah kalau for the 3 independent. So dia ada step dia lah. Okay, kena faham lah macam mana kita nak derive, okay, daripada single from this function for the z, y, z, hinggalah kita dapatkan dia for the each constant. Okay, this is the way to solve for the vector field for the conservative. Okay, kalau soalan kata conservative, barulah guna ni. Okay, guna kaedah ni and then determine the potential. Kalau tak ada, macam soalan sebelum-sebelum ni, dia just direct, dia tak ada pun word for the conservative, gunalah kaedah yang sebelum ni. Jangan you determine the potential function, sebab potential function ni applicable when the vector field is the conservative. Okay, that's all for the class today. Okay, buat soalan tadi untuk attendant. Ada lagi tak soalan saya nak bagi? Okay lah, kalau you nak try untuk this one. Okay, try this one, conservative. Okay, proof conservative. Okay, nombor 2, determine potential function. Okay, nombor 3, okay, dah determine potential function. You can selesaikan dah ni. Work done. Okay, work done of f x y equal x square plus y over x I plus y kuasa 2 plus ln x. Okay, ln x c. X kuasa 2 y over x. Okay, I y kuasa 2 ln x c. Okay, saya buat dah ni. Add form 10 to 1. So word done ni you boleh selesaikan bila you dapat potential function. You get this one, potential function fxy. You dapatkan jawapan ni, function. So word done ni boleh selesaikan. You just masukkan je function 1 tolak dengan potential function, you substitute dengan 1. So you dapatlah jawapan dia. So this one we call as the word done for the conservative. Okay, selesaikan soalan ni untuk your punya extra exercise. Okay, thank you all. Oh, okay, sebelum tu saya bagi answer dia. Sorry saya bagi answer. So the answer exponent 3/3 plus 1. Okay, this is the answer for this question. Okay, thank you all.